Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, before we get started, please hit the subscribe button, give this video a like, give it a share, give it a comment, let me know what you think. Today I am going to review a film for you called Becky. Well, I say review it, it's basically just my opinion on the film. I'm nobody special, so just have a watch of this, see what you think of the film. Anyway, this film, Becky, is about a young girl played by Lulu Wilson. She is a bit of a troubled teenager. She's going through the loss of losing her mum, and she's a bit of a rogue kid, having a few problems with her dad. And they go to a house which they used to go to with her mum. And the dad has brought along the new girlfriend and her son, the new potential stepmom. So she's not getting along with them. She's not finding it great. But while this is all happening, you're also seeing some scenes from a character who is played by Kevin James. You will all know Kevin James. You all know Kevin James from the lovable fat guy from King of Queens, Doug. Paul Blart from Mall Cop. He's that sort of fun-loving character, but in this film he's not. He's an escaped convict. He's a badass. He's got neo-Nazi toes all over him. He's a proper fucked up badass. And for me, this film was quite nice to see him play somebody who is not his usual lovable chubby self in a funny role. It proves that he can play a badass, and he does play it really, really well. And he has got his minions, his crew with him. There's a few people there. You've got one of them's called Apex. He's this big guy played by Robert Millet. He's not even made to look big in this film because he is just a fucking monster of a man, and he's a beast. The other two are a little bit, your usual dickheads that they've stuck in there for part of his crew. I wouldn't have chosen them as a pair of knobheads, really, and they were shit. But Apex is a beast. Anyway, the story goes he rocks up at this house looking for a key. You don't really find out what this key is for. I'm going to give you a few spoilers in this review. So if you don't want to hear about the spoilers, I probably won't watch this video. In a nutshell, these guys turn up at this house and take over control of the house and the family, apart from Becky, who is the young girl. She is out of the house when they turn up, but Kevin James's character soon figures out that there is a girl there, and she's not in the house. So he then gets a radio call from her saying, "Oh, I know you're there, I know you're there, I've called the police." But Kevin James soon figures out that she's not called the police. He's a very smart bloke, and they have a backwards and forwards confrontation. He's telling her all this, that, and the other, and they torture her dad, and there's a real good scene where they're radioing each other outside while he's torturing the dad, and it's a brilliant scene. It's great. But for me, the film in itself was, you could put it, she's a bit like Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, but she turns badass and turns into fucking Rambo. So you can imagine Kevin McAllister mixed with Rambo, and that is basically the film. It's one fucked up kid that gets the better of these four mastermind criminals that are fucking badasses. And for me, that bit didn't make sense because it just wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. I mean, this guy I was telling you about, Apex, there's a point in the film where he picks her up by the throat and fucking choke slams her on the floor and punches her in the chest. This is a 13-year-old girl. If that was to happen, that would be the end of the fucking film. But oh no, that's not the end. She carries on being a badass, and it just, it was good to watch. Don't get me wrong, it was a good film to watch, but there's not a hope in hell's chance that a big 7 foot or whatever he is bloke built like a brick shithouse could choke slam somebody that small to the ground and punch him in the chest without anything. She didn't even break a fucking rib. I mean, what is it like? It might be because the only thing I can think of is the girl that plays Becky is also the girl that was in one of the Annabelle films that gets possessed by the doll, blah, 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 evil doll and all that bollocks. Maybe part of that is still possessed her in this fucking film, because that's the only way she would have goddamn survived that. Anyway, that's that little rant over. She wasn't possessed by the doll. It's nothing to do with that film, but it's the same girl, just a little bit older. But yeah, so for me, some of it was a little bit too far-fetched. I mean, it was decent. There was some action in it, a bit of blood, a bit of gore, you know, a bit of violence, if you like that sort of stuff. There's some gun shooting and stuff like that. But if you're trying to make this film quite serious, that wouldn't have happened. She would have been chokeslammed on that floor, dead basically. And for me, that kind of ruined the film. And there is a nice bit where her and Kevin James's character are having a bit of a face-off around the fire, which looked pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, check out this trailer, have a look at it, and see what you think.
Hello.
Stay calm. Where's Becky?
Wait!
Hello, Becky.
That little bitch is in the woods out there.
Get the fuck outside and grab her.
Get to the line, little fucker.
What the fuck?
Becky! You're clearly a special girl!
I'm looking for a key. You're a smartass, stubborn murderer.
Do you remember what happened?
I'm sorry.
I need you to tell Becky to come back.
Becky is as strong-willed and vindictive as they come, so good luck.
As you know, you've seen the trailer. I'm now going to rate this film. I rate these films 1 to 5, but that's just for me and my opinions. I'm only going to give this film a 2 out of 10. 2 out of 5. Only because I enjoyed Kevin James's character. I enjoy seeing him play someone different and not the fat, lovable comedy value of it. I enjoyed seeing that he's got some more skills behind him than just being funny. I enjoyed the action scenes, but you can't really put a 13-year-old kid up against 4 fucking great big criminals with guns and shit and get away with it. It was just a bit far-fetched for me, unfortunately. That's my views on the film. I would recommend watching it because you might enjoy it. If you like that sort of film, you will enjoy it. But anyway, that's tonight's video over. Thank you for watching. Give this video a like. If not, give it an unlike. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.